Hello. Why do you fumble or stumble and fail at work? Why is it like that? Maybe for you, maybe for some of the people that you know. Why is it that you or any other person can just seem to get your acts together and you know faltering, stumbling, fumbling, you know, isn't getting you anywhere, all right? Much as you are trying, much as you desire to grow in your career, all right, much as you have your eyes right there on the top, it just seems that you can't seem to get, things right. Mistakes, errors of judgment, errors of indiscretion, and the likes. And perhaps, that's a source of concern to you, or maybe you never really thought along these lines. I want to show you the number one factor or reason that you are fumbling or stumbling, all right, or grappling, trying to keep your head above water always, trying to project, that personality that will make your bosses, the decision makers, attracted to you, that would endear them to you, and therefore give you what you want at work. And I'll go straight to that point. But meanwhile, you know that this is up your game. This is the Monday broadcast that shares with you a nugget, all right, for winning the game of office politics. And clearly, that number one factor has to do with who you are. Yes, who you are. You probably didn't think that that was important. Who you are, how you come across, how people see you. Yes, I'm talking about the factor of character. The factor of character. I want to make it clear right away. You will not, all right, progress further than the quality of your character, especially if the culture of your organization is healthy. That's a culture that appreciates, you know, strong character attributes that promote progress, and not the one that is dysfunctional. All right, not the one that is dysfunctional, not the one that is crooked, not the one, that is corrupted. Yes, you would argue, but is there any culture today that is not corrupted? Maybe what we should talk about is the degree of corruption. But you know yourself, the extent to which your culture or the environment at work supports, good or strong character attributes. But character is who you are. Character is behind your fumbling, your faltering, it's behind why you are failing. Character is the reason that you do what you do. That's the way it is. It isn't so much your skill, it isn't so much how strategic you are, it isn't so much how emotionally intelligent you are, because a lot of people like to talk about that. It's really about who you are at your core. And character is who you are at your core. What are the attributes that define you as a person? Are they, in fact, attributes that others find attractive? All right. This is very important. When people get results, it's because of their character, it's because of the attributes. All right. That's where it is. Many times we look at their actions. Many times we want to replicate what they do. But we forget that the reason they do what they do is because of their character. That's why they do what they do. That's why they do what they do. So if you see someone who is getting the kind of results that you love, take interest in their character. Find out what key character attributes they exhibit. And if there are those that are attractive, that are right, okay, that are defensible, then those are the attributes you need to develop. If you do that, you share, traits and, attributes like that, and you'll be able to do what they do, and therefore you'll be able to get the kind of results that they get. But when people fumble, when people struggle, when people falter, when people can't seem to get their acts together, it's not so much the skill, it's not so much whether or not they have wisdom. It is often more about their character. Your character is the determinant and the driver of your conduct. If you don't like your conduct, examine your character. You will find the problem is right there. Unfortunately, that's not what many of us do. And in the work environment, we think that those who take decisions are not noticing. We think they are not interested in who we are. We think they are only interested in the results that we get. Well, we make mistakes. We fall into error. Because when the chips are down and you are considering people to place in leadership roles, character has to be one of the things that you consider. It just has to be one of the things you consider. And I know that having been in such, at such levels, high executive levels of decision making, how important this particular factor is. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. It's time to look inwards, to examine yourself, to examine your character traits, to identify, the attributes where you are struggling, the deficiencies that you have in your character, and start working them out. Start working to improve them. As you do that, you're transforming yourself. As you transform yourself, you get your acts together and you set your career on a firmer footing. And by the way, people see you differently. People understand you, all right, to be of higher quality. They find you more appealing, more attractive, all right. And of course, things begin to fall into place for you. And you can get back and really hope to realize your core objectives or goals at work. That's the nugget for today. Office Politics Champions, if you haven't joined us, you see the link below, and make sure to make it a date with me this Wednesday on Let's Talk Office Politics. Is our lunchtime, business session. There you have an opportunity to ask me questions directly on any aspect, all right, of the politics of the workplace and indeed, career development. And be rest assured that we'll be able to provide you support, okay, that will help the pursuit of your career goals. Let me say that particularly this coming, on Wednesday, I'll be speaking on how to know when to get out of your organization. All right, especially on account of the politics of the workplace. It promises to be interesting. Join me there. All right. Have a wonderful week. God bless you.